This is a 10 minutes video presenting you briefly the European chestnut production. It is brought to you by the Eurocastanea network. First of all, what is Eurocastanea? It's an association. Its network gathers national and regional producer organizations in Italy, France, Spain, Portugal, and Austria. Every year we organize a two-day meeting in one of the member countries of the network. So today we are presenting you with the key figures of the European production, and in a second stage we'll give you a few details or specificities per country. The key figures of the chestnut ecosystem in Europe are the following ones. Chestnut forestry area is about 2 million hectares. The agroforestry area is 300 hectares. The sector gathers 90,000 producers. The European production, including Turkey, has a total of 212,000 tons. Now let's see the evolution of the production in tons between 2011 and 2017. The European production in 2017, excluding Turkey, weighed 151 tons. Now you can see on the screen the evolution of the production of different European countries since 1961. The European chestnut production is located in medium altitude zones from 200 to 1000 meters in areas with natural impediments where no other agricultural production could replace it. Chestnut production plays a decisive role in the economic, social, and environmental balance of these territories. In the vast majority of cases, this production is based on a traditional family economy. Most of the chestnut groves are old, and restructuring programs for these chestnut trees by severe pruning have made it possible to maintain or even restore production in many European regions. Several European regions have developed programs for new chestnut orchards using local varieties. This is particularly the case of the northern regions of Portugal, which has seen its national production increase significantly, and also using hybrid varieties that are more resistant to diseases and to climate change. Also, a new orchard has been developed with the varieties Marigoule and Bouche de Bétizac, mainly in France and more recently in other European regions. In Europe, the chestnut is mostly eaten in two different ways. There's a consumption of the fresh fruit. This first mode of consumption is a niche, and there's also the processed products. The fruits are peeled and processed before being eaten in the form of flour, mashed chestnut, and creams, or whole chestnuts that are peeled and frozen. And then we also have canned chestnut, candied chestnuts. As far as research and innovation are concerned in Europe, we are amplifying research on four following points. One, on varieties and rootstock with more tolerance against diseases, the different edaphoclimatic conditions of producing regions, especially under water stress conditions in a context of global warming. Two, we research technical production respectful of the environment. Three, in Europe, we also work on harvesting techniques guaranteeing optimal quality. And four, research also focuses on storage techniques preserving food quality. Now let's give you a few words of the situation per country in Italy, Portugal, Spain, France, Greece, and Austria. The plots of chestnuts in Italy are small or medium-sized. 40% of the surface of the Italian chestnut grove is included in the class UAA between 0 and 5 hectares, while the average area planted is about 1 hectare. The Italian chestnut production is organized and supported by local action groups. Their quality signs led to the creation of 9 PGIs and 5 DOPs. As for Portugal, its main production areas are organized around 4 protected designation of origin, PDOs, which are located in Alto Douro, Trás-os-Montes, Beira, and Alentejo regions in high altitude areas between 600 and 1,200 meters. Today, orchards are beginning to be established on the fertile land of Minho at sea level. In Portugal, at the moment, there's a strong plantation initiative. Already 10,000 hectares were planted. The Spanish production of chestnut has now been on the upswing for a few years. This is both due to an active renewal and planting policy in the regions of Galicia and Castilla y León, and to a positive evolution of average yields that can reach 1.5 to 3 tons per hectare. The main production areas are Galicia and Castilla y León, Andalusia and Extremadura. There are also forest chestnuts in Asturias, Catalonia and Vizcaya, but their production is not significant. In total, more than 270,000 hectares are devoted to the chestnut, for wood and for fruits. Now France. The French production was around 8,000 tons in 2017 for a surface of 10,000 hectares. A significant part of the product is processed in canned whole chestnut, in cream of chestnut or candied chestnut called marron glacé. As for quality signs, 2 DOPs, one for Corsica, one for Ardèche, now exist, and others are being worked on. Now, Greece. The production of chestnuts is poorly known. Orchards can be found mostly in mountain areas. It's estimated at 12,000 tons by professionals on a surface of about 10,000 hectares. Chestnut plantations have developed over the past 7 years due to higher prices. The producers reinvest in improvement measures for their orchards, and a lot of trees have been planted. Producers are encouraged to plant Greek cultivars such as Volos and Cretan. The production in Austria. Although its production is limited, the chestnut has a strong historical significance in southern Austria. The association, ARCH, roughly estimates the amount harvested in South Styria at 100 tons per year. In conclusion of this short summary of European chestnut production, it's important to note that European professionals are convinced of the importance of implementing a plantation program. Their objective is to reach 40,000 hectares of tree plantation during the next 10 years. They are developing this goal thanks to strong professional and interprofessional dynamics. The information in this video was extracted from our 2019 report called the European Chestnut White Paper. It's available on our website mentioned below on the screen. Thank you all very much for your attention.